Hello and welcome to Streamline and Scale, a day in the life of a scalable business. Quick housekeeping item. There was a bit of confusion when scheduling this event. So some people have 11 a.m. for this event and some people have 7 p.m. So if 11 a.m. works for you today, then definitely stay on board, ask your questions. But I will be doing another live at 7 p.m. this evening. I'll be probably better prepared for that one. With some additional things there. But definitely feel free to join at 7 p.m. I'll send out a notice after this broadcast and apologize for the confusion. So if you have ever felt that you were spending more time on your business than you were more time in your business or on your business than in your business, then this is the event for you. Because in this event, I'm going to share with you how a scalable business can be created to give you time to focus on the business, the part of your business that is the most vital, which is your product or service. So I am Juhl Lenard, and for over 2 decades, I have helped to leverage technology, helped large automotive manufacturers like GM, Chrysler, Honda, Toyota, and others to leverage technology to drive success in their business. And so I'm excited today to be sharing those same tools and techniques that are used in corporate to help you to be able to run your business in the very same way. For the next about 20 or 30 minutes or so, I'm going to walk you through what I call kind of the fabulous 5 of a scalable business. And the reason they're important is because they are the ones that are aligned to help you drive revenue through your business. So if that sounds interesting to you, you're ready to make a change, it's going to free up your time and give you more time to focus on your business, then let's go ahead and hop to it. Now, quick housekeeping item also, there is a digital swag bag for this event. So you must be present. And if you will put in the comments here that you're here, I'm present or something like that, then we'll go ahead and send you out the code. At the 7 p.m. event, we will actually have the trigger code that you can use to get your swag bag as well. So with that, let's go ahead and get into the content. Uh-oh, wait a minute. Let's get into the content. So what we have is we want to identify how your business could run without you doing everything. The reason this is important clearly is because you cannot do everything effectively all at the same time. And so what we do here is we have what I'm calling the fabulous 5, right? And the fabulous 5 are going to help us to evolve beyond some of the traps, or what I call the patchwork trap, for us as founders, freelancers, coaches, and consultants. And so before the systems, what we have is kind of like what I call the patchwork trap. You have missed follow-ups. You are manually creating invoices for your business. You have DMs for bookings, clunky onboarding. If you have an onboarding at all, not because you're not completely brilliant and know that it's necessary, but sometimes it's just difficult to do all those things across multiple tools. And then the tools don't talk to each other, which makes it even more inefficient, right? So what we have are the foundational Fab 5 is what I call them. It's the client-facing landing page, the booking and reminders, intake forms and contracts, invoicing and payments, and social media scheduling. And these are the tools that we're going to look at live today to help you to kind of see what a day in the life might be like for your business. Okay. So first, we're going to look at the landing pages. Now, the landing pages are like your virtual storefront. Most people know what a landing page is, the difference between a web, and a lot of times I get a question of what is the difference between a landing page and a website? The difference is basically a landing page is a one-page website. It's not super complicated. But what is nice about a landing page is that everything it's simplified. Everything is in one place. And typically, you can also refer to this as like the equivalent of a funnel page, a video sales page, because the objective on a landing page is to get one activity, to drive your client or your lead to one activity. So we'll look at the landing page. So for landing page, I did not create a separate one. just do in complete transparency. Let me just back up. In complete transparency, I actually pivoted my entire business in the last week. So I did not have an opportunity to prepare for this like I wanted to. And I actually encourage you to attend to 7 p.m. Um, and so because of that, I did not create that kind of example business entity. And so I'm using for a lot of this, my actual what I'm actually using, which might be more beneficial for you because it's like, hey, this is what's really happening behind the scenes because this is what's being used. So for a landing page, an example of a landing page, which would be a good one, is the one that you would have used to register for this event. So let's just go there. And I'll show you a couple of things that we can point out from that. Okay. Oh, that's not good. Wait. It's been such a day. Okay, I forgot the S on events. Events. Okay. So when you register for this event, this is an example of a landing page. So the key things about a landing page, now this is different. This is an event landing page. You can do the same thing for your business and you can have a business landing page. The key thing here is that you want to drive your driving activity to take an action. So in this case, this was to drive an action to register for this event. It incorporates things like obviously the date and time, but also the capability to be able to complete some information, right? So you'll see this form here, right? So the form allows you to capture information. This form is 100% customizable. We can use custom values. And the nice part is you're protecting your compliance because these forms they have the consent that you need to protect your business. And also, we always include the capability to include your privacy policy links and your terms of service, not for somebody else, but for your business to protect your business. So this is a feature of a landing page. We also have a countdown timer, like we're live here today, but this is an actual, that's how you know this is an actual live page. So any of this information can be customizable, and we can add things like FAQ, but the thing is that you can keep a simple focus. The reason why we do event pages versus having someone go to the website for an event is because of the focus. You want someone to focus on the activity of registering for an event and not all get distracted with all the other things that are available on your website. Okay. So that's the landing page. So when you completed the form to register you received the calendar notifications. And so I'm going to show you now. Let me go back to see here. So that was the landing page. That's the way we used it. And when you registered, you were able to see this firsthand because you got received a confirmation email, you received reminder emails after that. That is where the landing page, the power of the landing page is because it's a central place to represent your business. The second thing is the booking. So as I mentioned, when you register for this event with the event landing page, you received booking and reminders. So just to give you a little peek under the hood in terms of what that actually looks like. So this is a link, you may be familiar if you're using Calendly for your appointments already. You're very familiar with this type of screen. But what you may not experience is that when we schedule appointments with this booking and reminder, not only can it be customized in terms of colors and anything like that, but you can also customize the form that goes along with it. So this allows you to be more scalable because now you're able to capture information from people without having to be on a call, without inconvenience to them. They can complete the form when they're ready, and you get the information you need to prepare for their appointment. So ClearPath is the fictitious company I created to do this demo that I did not have an opportunity to complete, but I created a fictitious character, Clarity Davis. And so we did all this. And so what we do is we make sure, again, that we are compliant by getting that consent to send messages. And then you can go ahead, they can add a guest in this feature. You can also have your guest receive a guest could also receive the same questionnaire that you provide to the person who's scheduling the meeting. And then we can go ahead and schedule. And the nice thing, and then just like, I put the guest. If you put a guest, you have to add a guest. Okay. So, and then when you submit that, when your guest or potential lead submits that request, they're going to then receive the capability to add that to their calendar, and you will get a notification. No, I can show you this on my phone. So when I sent that, you can see I received a notification on my phone that this person scheduled an appointment. So if you're out, maybe you're still working your full-time job and you have someone who, schedules an appointment, then you have immediate visibility into what's going on in your business, whether you have access to it right away or not. Okay. So that's a really super nice feature. So that's that is the booking. And then, oh, wait a minute. Okay. The next thing is the intake forms. Now, when we completed the actual appointment, that was using a form. So the point about the intake and form is that you can customize that. So what I wanted to show is that when your client or lead comes in and they schedule an appointment and you capture that information, guess what? You're also saving that information into your actual client record in your platform. So let me show you what that looks like, and then we'll go on and complete a different form. So let me see, where is it? I got this light shining in my face here. Let's go to, I had most of these screens set up ahead of time. Let's go to, this one is not, so I'll show you what it looks like in the system when this person submits their form. Okay. Oh, sorry for this delay here. Okay. So what you'll see, let me share this screen. Okay. So what you'll see here is we just submitted that contact, the Clarity Davis submitted a form, right? So what happens when Clarity submitted her appointment is that the system automatically saved Clarity Davis. Here's Clarity Davis, automatically saved that information into the system. So what this saves you is you're there, you're ready for your appointment with Clarity Davis. You can go into Clarity's record and you can see a complete history. Now, I've been using this account for demos and other things, but you can see here all of the history for that conversation is there. Any notes that, here's the appointments and the pages that Clarity Davis completed in preparation for your time together. So you can see if they've looked at your website, if they've, completed any form. And then, as you prepare for this appointment, you can look at your notes. So for example, here, you can add notes. So when you met Clarity, this is where I met Clarity. Let's see. I met Clarity. I met Clarity at the 1 Million Cups. This great organization. If you haven't been there, it's every Wednesday at 8:30 all over the world. Oh, well, all over the region, I guess. I'm not sure how. It's over 100. Over 100 meetings take place all at the same time. A little plug for 1 Million Cups. So I met Clarity at 1 Million Cups last week. Okay. She is a coach and needs help saving time and managing appointment details. Okay. So you save that down to the record. And so when you're preparing for this appointment, now you've got all the detail. You actually also, I actually am using, I actually use this. So I've got quite a few forms here, but what I wanted to show you is, oh, let's see. Well, maybe I won't. There's just too much detail there. But what I want to show you is that you can actually, any of these forms, you can have the detail for your form right there on the record. Okay. I'm not sure which one of these I actually have. Let's see. Oh, do I have detail there? Oh, no. So anyway, I'll have, the point is you can capture all the detail from the appointment, from the form, in the actual customer record. That's what we want to get from this right here. Okay. So let's go back to the presentation. Uh-oh. Let's see. Did we share my screen? Okay. Next. Uh-oh. Where it is? Okay, let me go back. Something happened with my presentation deck. I must have closed it by accident when I switched screen. Okay, no problem. It's no problem. We'll just add a new one. Let's share the screen. And we'll go back here where we left off. There we go. Now, so that was our intake form. Oh, contracts. Let's see. So say, for example, before you met with Clarity Davis, you needed to send some type of a contract. After you meet with Clarity, you have a contract. Clarity signed up, because I actually should put the invoicing and payments here first. So you had a payment. The forms have the ability to have a payment in them. You have that payment. You send it to Clarity Davis, and it is in your, it will be here in your documents section on Clarity's record. But you can't see that. It didn't change the screen. Okay. So the point is that there are many, many different ways that we can incorporate these tools into our system. And so one here definitely is including the invoicing. So let me switch the screen to show, so I can show you what that looks like. I'm having trouble today. So we talked about the intake form. Let's look at invoicing and how that works. So I'm going to switch over to the invoicing screen. Let's see. Let's go there to invoicing and payments. And documents. Okay, sorry for the dead air there, but so what we can do is, I'm going to show you the templates. Okay, let's do this one. Now this is a really good example. I'm going to share my screen here. So this is an example. I don't have one mocked up sample, but this is real day in the life, right? So one of the things that we offer is a pipeline technology blueprint. And this uses the proposal generator and document feature in the platform. So here, what you notice is when you complete that, and for whatever contracts you have within the system, let me just make sure you can see this. Okay. Within the system, you have the capability to customize a lot of information. So if you were to complete, this is a good way for you to test and sample this real life, is if you were to go to the website and do the pipeline marketing survey, you'll see that there's a lot of customization. So you can customize your contact's name, their company name, and all the detail here, their first name, however you want to personalize it. You can add links, and then you can also include that customization throughout the report. Okay, so this is really nice. Now this particular one, so when you get ready, you can use this template. And the way you can use the template, the way you use the template and the way they see it is a little bit different. So let me show you what it looks like when you send an invoice from the template. That one is not a paid one, so it didn't really have the invoice option. Let's see. Okay, I don't want to. Oh. One second. Oh, okay. I just got logged out. I just logged out by mistake. So, but the point is that when you have that, you can actually send the payment, the invoice information. I'm gonna log back in. 3, 5. Okay. Okay. So I need to log back in. I apologize for that. So we're just gonna keep it moving because I know your time is valuable. So the point is, from that, we can actually send an invoice to the client or send an invoice to your client. Okay, now we're going to go back to the presentation. I apologize. So, and then social media scheduler, that's the last thing I'm going to cover today, just in the interest of time. And so the social media scheduler, you'll actually get to see this live. Right now, I'm going to switch over to there. And the thing that we're going to be able to do with that is schedule a live appointment. Well, not a live appointment, but schedule a live post. And I actually have a genuine post that says, so this is like really day in the life, just as hectic as a regular day would be. And so hold on one second. Let me get over to the social media scheduler, which is part of marketing. And okay. So let's share this screen instead. Okay. Are we sharing screen? Let me see. Can you see? Okay, good. So this is the social media schedulers. Now, social planner. Now, this is really like for real day in the life because I need to make a post about the added 7 p.m. session today, right? So I can actually post to multiple different places. So right now, I just want to post to, I'm going to post to my LinkedIn profile. We got to reconnect that. Sometimes that happens if you haven't used it for a while. Let's see. This is like for real. This is real day in the life. Okay. We're going to connect there. Boom. Okay. So now we're going to go back and schedule new post. And I'd like to send it to my LinkedIn. I'd like to post it here to my page as well. So you see there, you can see kind of the preliminary post, what it looks like here. And I'm going to complete the content for the post. And so it's going to say, now normally what I would do, I would actually, heck, let's do it. So, well, no. So I'm going to just make a post that says, attention, the Streamline and Scale event scheduled for, well, you know what? Let's just say it this way. We have added a second session of the Streamline and Scale day in the life event for 7 p.m. Eastern this evening. Please attend. Please plan to attend if this time fits into your schedule. Okay. This is, and I probably should say, this is real live. There was a duplicate event posting for today. Event showing both the 11 a.m. and the 7 p.m. times. We have added the second session. Okay. Now I can also add some images here. So I can add, this is like for real day in the life here. I can add an image. So let's see, streamline and scale. Oh, that's not the right one we want to do, but there is a whole media library here. Oh, let's just put the logo here. There's a whole media library here. I have quite a few images that we use. This is for real day in the life. And so let's use this one. And you see that when we add an image, you can also add video, but when we add an image, it's doing both of these posts at the same time. So this is going to both my profile as well as the page on LinkedIn. And remember, we could do this on multiple platforms. I just didn't want to go through and, use the time to reconnect these guys. But you see, I could also do my agency as well. So anywhere you want to post, it's here. So now the other thing they recommend is a follow-up post. And so a follow-up post is good for engagement. So I would it's going to do a follow-up post for me. And what I'm going to have this post say is, please make sure to register in advance so that you will receive our digital swag bag upon attendance. Here's the link, right? Oops. And I'm just going to put this in here myself. There you go. So then both the follow-up comment, you can also do some categorization here of your content as well. And so when I'm ready, I'm going to post this. But now look, I don't have to post this today. So if you can see these options, I can post it now. I can schedule the post. I can send the post to someone else. So if you have a social media person, this is not meant to be that kind of demo. This is like a day in the life. But so for me, I'm just going to post this now and get it out there. So you'll be able to actually see live. Again, this is day in the life. So you'll actually be able to see live on my profile this post that's going there. And the nice thing is too, is there's a library of content that you can post, like different, there's a template library, and then your statistics here. So all the posts and everything will show up right there. Okay. So that concludes the demo. Any questions? I apologize. I'm a little bit disorganized here today, but I hope this has been helpful for you. Again, please make sure to tune in at 7 p.m. if you missed the bulk of this presentation, and we'll do a redo of it and much more refined, and we'll have that sample client version in place so you can really get to see what your business would look like. Thank you for joining. This has been Juhl T. Lenard. Until next time, take care. Much success. Bye for now.